Oh yeah, that's a good bull. Okay. I got him. Ah! Can you hunt with an SKS? This rifle was primarily designed by the Russians. In fact, it was completely designed by the Russians. This SKS was Chinese made though. You can see Chinese markings on it. Its intended purpose was a really cheap, easy to use infantry rifle for the Red Army. Now, a lot of communist states took this rifle on, Vietnam, communist China, a lot of different places took this rifle on, and it served the military well. In fact, it's still being used in Ukraine today, crazily enough. It uses the same ammunition as an AK-47, and today we're going to talk if you can hunt with it or not. So the first thing we're going to test out is these iron sights. This is in meters, but if you look at these numbers real close right here, it's at 0 or at 100, and then you can go to 200, 300, 400, 500, all the way up to 1,000 meters. I want to test how accurate that iron sight is. So I'm going to start at 100, and we're going to move out to like 600-700 yards. See how accurate we can be at range with this baby. 100 yards. You ready for this, Max? That didn't sound very excited.
All right, yeah.
What's crazy is the iron sight takes up pretty much the entire target over there. I have a clay pigeon set up. Oh yeah. I killed 2 of them with 1 shot. Not really sure how I did that, to be honest, but let's get that last one. Oop, just to the left. Left again? Yep. There we go. So, as soon as I figured out where I was supposed to hold, it's pretty accurate, but let's take it out to 200, see how it does. Okay, I've got it set at 200 meters. Now, remember, this is not my ability to shoot with iron sights out to this range. Is the elevation accurate out to these ranges? Okay, I got a rock set up at 200 meters down there. Wow, I hit it. Cool. I'd say that's pretty accurate so far. What is the longest shot you guys have taken with iron sights? I think the longest shot I've taken with iron sights at an animal is like 80 yards. So it's not very far. I'm curious to know, has anybody taken one at like 300-400 yards with iron sights? So next we're gonna bump it out to 350 yards. 350 meters, freaking communist measuring system. I live in America. 350 meters. We're gonna hit that rock up there. Based upon what I've been doing, it's pretty accurate. Freaking awesome. Okay, well, the communists had one thing right, the SKS, man. We're gonna bump it out to like 500 now. Let's see what I can do. I am becoming more and more impressed with this gun. I really like it, actually. Got a target set up at well, it's not a target, it's a rock, but I set it up myself. 515 yards. So there's the slide up to 515. Let's shoot it. High? How high? Oh! 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 That is a freaking long shot for iron sights. I wonder how consistently I could do that. If you look, I'm actually set just under the 500 meter mark, and that's 515 meters. So it's a little bit off, but that could just be the ammunition we're shooting. Obviously, it's not all gonna be the same, but that's pretty dang impressive. 515 meters with an SKS open sights. I'm gonna try 750 now. Let's do it. Now, I know I said 750, but we're gonna go for 850. Go big or go home. It's the moment of truth for the communists. This will be the longest shot I will have ever attempted with iron sights. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding? Yeah, this gun is definitely going to go deer hunting this year. Oh my gosh. Well, I would say the communists got one thing right. You know, there's a lot of hate about the SKS on the internet. Don't share that hate anymore. Extremely impressive. So could you hunt with this ethically out to reasonable hunting ranges? 200 yards, ethically probably with iron sights. That's about as far as I'm going to shoot personally. You know, you could shoot an animal 300-400 yards with this. I mean, I just shot 850 yards with it. So I'd say that it's capable. We're going to talk about some of the things I don't like about the SKS. The bolt stays open when you shoot the last round, like many other cartridges would. Then you got to close the bolt. But the way you got to close the bolt on this is putting your finger inside that, opening the bolt, taking your hand out, and then releasing the bolt. And that's a little bit sketchy for obvious reasons, but it's an old rifle and you got to give it credit for what it's due. Similar to an M1 Garand though. Even though I've been shooting insanely well with these iron sights, the iron sights are a little bit fat, so it's actually hard to see a target at long ranges because they're just fat. It takes up the entire target. And the trigger is really, really heavy. It's like an AR trigger that's just stock. It's 5-6 pounds pretty easy, maybe 4 pounds. Honestly, this thing is not designed for accuracy. It doesn't have a free-floating barrel at all, like there's stuff touching it everywhere, but for some reason I have shot the crap out of stuff with this today. And the cool thing about it, you got a bayonet in case something charges you and you run out of ammunition. Would I hunt with this gun? You better believe I'm going to hunt with it in a future video after what I just did with it. Now, would I say that everybody should hunt with this? No, but it's a good reminder to most Americans. Most people hunt with what they got, and sometimes it's okay to not be quite as picky and just have one rifle and know how to use it. Get out there, have fun, and eat lots of Twinkies.